Video marketing for realtors. So hopefully everybody understands the need for video marketing. And right now, everybody should be doing a lot of video marketing because it's one of the easiest ways, one of the cheapest ways to reach people. And obviously the thing that everybody needs to be aware of is nobody really buys anything from anybody until they know, like, and trust them. So one of the ways that people get to know, like, and trust is by having an opportunity to meet and see, using all the senses. So seeing what we're doing, looking at what we're doing, knowing who we're talking to. So we're going to talk all about this. And just to give you an idea of who I am, I do a daily radio show. Right now we're on 6 days a week. I've been doing this. The first family I helped do a loan was in 1983. So some of you were around then. Some of you weren't even born then. So we've been doing it a while. I lead a lending team at Geneva Financial. We've been with Geneva for a couple of years, but always looking for whatever the best tools and opportunities are to help the families that we serve. So let's get on with the programs. What we're going to talk about today: why video, tools and resources. We're going to give you all kinds of them. Types of videos. What are you going to try to accomplish with video? We'll talk about, whoops. I didn't hit the right button. Sorry. There we go. Why video? Tools and resources, types of videos. We're going to talk about YouTube. They're obviously the biggest. We'll talk about live video. So I do a live video 4 days a week at least. Promotion. What are we trying to accomplish with the video? And we'll get a video quick start. And that should give us enough stuff to do for the next 5 or 6 hours. Just joking. All of this in the next hour, hour and a half. So, and we're going to give you all kinds of tools. So let's start off with why video. So the numbers are 65% of people watch more than an hour of videos a week. 65, more than an hour a week. I'm going to guess that there are a lot of people that are watching more than an hour a day. So, but 65% do an hour a week. 2/3 of the marketers either increased or maintained their spend on video in 2022. Because they want to, or because they feel that there's a good return on investment. 1/3 of online activity is spent watching that video. 1/3 of activity spent online video. Think about that one, right? So you've got YouTube, you've got TikTok, you've got Instagram, you've got Reels, you've got shorts, longs, all this kind of stuff. 1/3 of online activity spent watching videos. 1/3 of the market. If you'll put a video on your landing page of your website, think about this one: 80% more conversion. 80%. Now, guess what? I've got a face for radio, but I still do video all the time because I understand that that's important. More than 2.6 more time on pages with video. Why do you spend more time on a page with video than you spend on a typed page? Because you have to, right? If you want to get the message, if you've got a good hook, and we'll talk about hooks, but if you've got a good hook, if you don't stay on the video page, you're going to lose it, right? So it's gonna go away. Now, I will admit that if I get got an admission, Josh. If I get a long email from somebody, unfortunately, I generally don't even read it. I skim it maybe. If somebody's got a great hook in there, I might catch some of it. But maybe you're like me, I don't read them. So, but on a video, I can get the same information as in a 1,000-word email in a 2-minute video. And I'll stay there I'll devote 2 minutes to it. If you're like me, you might be the world's worst reader, right? So I read and I fall asleep. 34% higher conversion rates on pages with video, 34% higher conversion, 27% higher click-through rates if you've got video on your page. Starting to see an idea of why we want so much video, why we're pushing video. Now, I know some top marketers who have been putting video, have been really promoting video for a lot of years. I don't go to it, but I know Mindy's a big fan of Tom Ferry. I probably 6-7 years they've been talking about video and social media. So big time getting videos out there. Simply put, video converts. It's just the bottom line. So if you're not doing video, you're giving up a portion of your potential. So let's talk about some tools and resources to do video. So obviously, you need a camera. Now, almost all of us carry a video camera around all the time. When my kids were little, I used to carry this big, massive pack because it was a VHS tape was in the back of it, something like that. So it was a big piece. Now we've got a better camera in the palm of our hand. So it's the easiest way to start. You can get live video. You can get high quality cameras. You can even edit the videos right on there. We're going to talk about editing software that you can do right on your phone. And you can share it to all the platforms. Now I'm going to suggest don't share your videos right to the platform direct. Share it. We'll talk about it, but share the video to YouTube and then share from YouTube to your platforms. And that'll help you with your conversion down the road. Need a computer needed for editing and planning, internet connection for the software. It could be a desktop or a laptop. So yes, you can do editing on your phones. Might be a little bit easier if you're doing editing on a computer. So that is recommended. You don't need to go to one of the fancy, expensive cameras. I know some people use them. I have a camera that I use in the radio studio. I think I spent $170 on it. And one of the things that was hardest for me to find on that camera was actually I wanted a camera that I could actually remote control. So I can actually control the zooming in and out and whatnot right from my phone. There's a lot of them don't have that anymore. It used to be a pretty common thing, but you don't need to spend a lot of money. A lot of it, what I'm going to show you is issues where you don't need to spend a lot of money. So a tripod is going to increase the sharpness of your video. It doesn't give you the jitteriness. A lot of people are not going to want to watch your video if it's real jittery, right? They get motion sickness. So I have 2 tripods. So one of them I just got in the last half a year. It's like a $20 tripod. It's also a selfie stick, and it's got a Bluetooth on there. It was all $20. The other one that's a little bit more fancy is called a gimbal. And if you're prone to having shaking hands, the gimbal's more expensive, but it's weighted. So you put your phone in there, you turn on the video, and it's got a weight in there. So if your hands are shaking or if you're walking or running, it's going to keep the video still flat and easy. You have to have a tripod or a gimbal or something like that if you're going to do editing, because otherwise the editing becomes a nightmare. But again, the gimbal does the vibration-free videos. And again, start cheap. Like I say, the one a link to it, I will just put it on your surveys. It's $20. Microphones, huge difference in the quality in audio. People will put up with bad video, they won't put up with bad audio. So if you've got bad audio, they're out of there. Now they don't want bad video, but if you've got to choose one or the other, if the audio is crackly and you don't understand it, they're going to be off your page in a heartbeat. So make sure you're really paying attention to your audio and get that dialed in. In fact, I had to switch microphones just because of that, because I found out, I learned something, Josh helped me with this, is that microphones go bad. I had no idea that microphones go bad. So I had to switch my microphones for the radio show and put a new microphone in. The other ones, when I went and listened one time, so I was listening to one of my radio shows and I was down by the beach and I'm listening and my radio show has waves in the background. I'm looking around, there's no waves because I was at the back bay. And it was because I had bad microphones. I had to change them and all of a sudden it was amazing, the difference. We're going to talk also yet lighting. So let's move over to lighting. Josh, we got an add-on, please. Lighting can be the difference between a professional and an amateur. Great lighting kits are available online. Minnie, can you grab me a water? Please. There's a cup in my office and it's just got put hot water in there. So lighting can be the difference between professional and amateur. Great lighting kits are also available. You can get a whole kit online. Again, $100 at the most. So there's an example of some of the things, some of the kits. This one, you've got the bar, the LED box with lights. I've got a ring light that I've got in my office that I use. You can see the Yeti mic there in the bottom. So if you, I think this whole kit is about $120. Green screens with lights. You can use green screen, blue screen. So you can put different things in the background. It's basically the same exact thing. I noticed they just switched away from it, but I watch Channel 5 in the morning and every weathercaster has a green screen behind them. So some of them are switching away from that. We put a green screen behind you and that way you can put your company logo on there. You can put a design on there. You can put a house on there that you're listing. All of these things are different things that you can do and they don't cost a huge amount of money. So there's a lot of easy to use software and editing video, editing tools. We're going to get into all of that for you. So part of it just has to do with how creative are you? You know, do you want to be creative? Now, if you're not a creative individual, that's no excuse, right? So you just come up with your content. Think about this. How many websites have white pages on them? You ever gone to a website that says the 5 reasons to do anything? Right, five steps to buy a house, 10 steps to sell a house, five things you want to ask a realtor before you hire them. Well, here's a real simple tool. Take that white paper, put it on a teleprompter, or you can go to a app called Big View, BIGVU, put it on a teleprompter and read it. Now you've got a video. And you've changed a white paper into video and you're going to get a whole lot more interaction from it by just doing that one little thing. So free software, CapCut, CAPCUT. So that's a free software tool that you can get, works both on your computer and on your phone. Thank you. It'll work on both computer and on a phone, and you can edit whatever you're doing. So again, it's I get that all in there. You've got the computer, you've got the phone, video editing. How about closed captioning? How many people scroll through Instagram or TikTok in a restaurant or at home, or maybe when you're in bed? No one does it in bed, right? So how many people are doing that? So one of the things you want to concentrate on if for some of these different tools is make sure that you've got it set up so that you've got captions on there. So those people that are listening, maybe at work, when the boss doesn't know and you're on TikTok or Instagram or surfing websites, you may want to be looking at that and make sure that the captions are on there. So for those people that are not listening, they're just watching. Another free tool, Jing. So Jing is a great tool for screen capture. And again, this one's free. So you'll see a little yellow dot in this screen, and that's Jing. And you just drag that from one area to another, and that captures whatever's on the screen. You can also do videos. Videos are only up to about 5 minutes on Jing. You can create PowerPoints, PDFs, all without being in front of the camera. That's from Jing. So that's their free version. Now, there is also a paid version that's called Snagit. We'll talk about that in just a second. But we've also got, well, there's Snagit right there. Oh, I wonder why I've got them in different orders. Okay. So iMovie for the Mac, VSDC. iMovie used to be available for PCs as well. But iMovie, you can turn videos into movies. You can take still shots and convert them into movies. You just put them on the timeline. All of them have a little timeline that'll go along the bottom. And if you put a still shot along the bottom and you can make that into a video, but Snagit, let's see where Snagit shows up on here. Okay, so Snagit's the paid version of Jing. They're both a product of Camtasia. So more features. You can actually go longer than that 5-minute video on Snagit. You make screencasts, make videos, screen captures, all that stuff is doable on Snagit. Adobe and Camtasia. So Camtasia is the parent company of Jing and Snagit. Josh, we got another ad. So Camtasia is another real good one. And Adobe, they've got a couple of different versions of Adobe. They've got Adobe Premiere and Adobe Photoshop. Adobe does a lot. So you have to really, really be careful with Adobe because it can be overwhelming. If you're not a big buff into video, that can be tough. So what are we doing in video types? So you have to understand, what are you trying to accomplish with the video? So that's the first key. Are you making a branding video? You're making a marketing video? They have completely different applications. So branding videos, that's just make your brand aware. You're not trying to sell anything. You just want to make people aware of who you are, what you are. So I used to do these videos. I used to even do ads that were called Facebook ads that suck. And when I would go to an office meeting, about 2 weeks ahead of time, I would do a Facebook ad that sucks. And what is a Facebook ad that sucks? I'd go in there into Facebook and I'd target every person in that office. I'd put them into a custom audience, or I would do that for a board of realtors. And then I'd put an ad on Facebook with a $50 budget, and it was a pay-per-click ad. And the pay-per-click ad basically had a horrible call to action. Remember, it was pay-per-click. So it said, great rates, great service. You've never heard a lender say that before, right? And I'm not sure, I might have put my phone number on there, but I might not have even put that on there. So it's just a really, really horrible ad. I'd go into the office and say, I know you from somewhere. I don't know where I know you from, but I know you. So I got 1.9 million views for like $20 because I only paid when people clicked on it. They never clicked on it because it was a crappy ad. So it worked out perfectly. So understand what you're trying to accomplish. I got the brand recognition by doing that. Then you've got marketing videos. So again, you want to target your audience if you know where your audience is, right? So we've got a tool on our Home Scout tool. You can actually identify a neighborhood. It'll give you a 70% accuracy, email addresses and cell phone numbers of that neighborhood. It'll also be able to track all the people in the neighborhood, and it's got your automated intelligence. So if Perry goes and gets a huge cash purchase of stock for a company that he owns, I'll get a message that says Perry just got $500,000, and I know that I can call Perry and congratulate him. Now, I'm not just calling him to congratulate him. I'm calling to congratulate him and see maybe Perry's looking to buy a new house because he just got $500,000, right? So having that intelligence helps. Marketing videos are meant to generate leads. So always, always, always have a call to action in them. Make sure you've got the call to action. You want people to take some action. If you notice on a lot of the things that we do, you're going to hear something at the very end. I do what's called a 3x3. I didn't invent it. I just swiped it. So the 3x3 is, if you know anybody if you have any friends, family, or coworkers looking to buy, sell, or borrow on real estate, can I count on you to introduce me? Can I count on you to introduce me? That's the call to action that we've got on that one right there. So what is your call to action? Right? If you're doing a video that's looking to meet somebody. Now realize, here's the biggest thing is you're always closing, but what are you closing on? Understand what you're closing on. I don't know anybody that's going to buy a house because they saw your video. I don't know anybody that's going to sell a house. They're not going to get a loan because they saw my video. So what my close is a meeting or a phone call, right? That's what I'm closing for. I'm trying to get them to take action. The action is, can we get together? Can we chat about it? Do you know anybody looking to buy or sell? Can you call me with them? Take action some way. So you have to decide, are you looking at long videos? Are you looking at short videos? What's your goal here? So there's different platforms for different types of videos. So short videos, generally 26 seconds or less. On one of my tools, I do MMS videos, and those have to be 20 seconds or less. Long videos, they're 1 minute, so they can be hours. Now, for the most part, if you do a video that's an hour long, don't count on somebody watching most of it. They're not going to. But I do a radio show every morning that's 54 minutes, or it's either 54 minutes or 56 minutes, depending upon how long I talk and how quick Josh can get me off the air. But what we've done with that is because we know that we get people coming in and coming out. I can see we use StreamYard for that. So I can see that, at a certain point, maybe I've got, I don't know, 100 people watching, or maybe 10 people watching, or 50 people. It goes up and it goes down. And I can see which platform they're on. But nobody's staying on there the whole time. So what do we do with that? Even though we're doing it because we've got a purpose, we need that. And you may be doing a radio show or some sort of a show or a podcast, but set it up in such a way that you can cut it and put it into your video, into your editors, and so basically we're at right now is we do that 54-minute video every day. And out of that 54-minute video, we've got a 3 or 4 minute mortgage minute. And we've got a 3 or 4 minute real-time real estate. And we've got a 3 or 4 minute Your Credit Matters. And we may have a workshop that's a little longer than that, or we may have a guest that's a little longer than that. But our team is cutting all that up. You can do that and you go on Fiverr or something like that and get that done. But we're cutting that up so that now we've got a bunch of different items that can be used similarly out of that one piece of content. And my social media coach, they've got a great platform to schedule these things to publish. So it'll go to as many social channels as you want. So I have a dozen Facebook pages and groups that it goes to. It goes to my TikTok, it goes to my YouTube, it goes to Google My Business. I don't know, there's some others in there, but it can schedule it all, and it can schedule it over multiple days, and you can do a whole lot of things with it. And I think they charge me $99 a month for that, something along those lines. If you want the information, just let me know and I'll connect you with her. So people aren't going to watch a long time. That's the bottom line. But what do they watch? Mindy might watch one thing, and Perry might watch something else, and Cassidy might watch a third thing, and Mike might watch another thing, right? So we want to be everywhere if we're trying to catch every person. So the bottom line is have a plan. When I tell people all the time, when I did my first radio show, it was a 1-hour radio show. I was at Angel Stadium. We videotaped it. And I had this big problem because I had planned out so much stuff. Perry, you're going to have this when you come on radio with me. So you plan out so much stuff. I brought in with me probably a 6-inch stack of paper. And I found out that I had a big problem because my hand was shaking so much, nerves, that I couldn't look at any of it. So now it's just bullet points. And after 12 years of doing it, I can pretty much do it quickly. But the idea is plan out, have bullet points of what you want to talk about. So you're not getting a lot of ums and uhs and like. And I'm going to share with you something that I did, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. When I first started, I learned this from a football coach at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. He basically said when football players watch video, if they watch a video of a game of an opponent or of their own game or whatever one time, that's called entertainment. You're not studying anything. When you get to 3 to 5 times of watching the same video, now you're studying. And when I first started, I used to listen to every one of my shows probably 3 or 4 times. And I was always listening for something different. What are the fill words? Right, like, all those kind of things. You have to start studying in order to be able to come off with these things and have your ideas written down. Know what you want to talk about. Don't write a script. I'm going to tell you right now, if you start reading on your video, it's boring as hell. And no one's going to listen. I don't know how the TV hosts do it, where they read it from a teleprompter. You know, sometimes it says repeat this, and we know certain presidents that say repeat this. That's a whole different story. But the bottom line is write these things down. Think about questions. If you'll start with questions and ask questions, it gets your audience thinking. The most important part of what you're doing is the hook, right? What is going to start the person to think that he's talking to me? Are you a lender that wears a funny hat? Now you might find somebody that's a lender that wears a funny hat, right? Or what is are you a lender that's experienced in changing markets, right? We're in the middle of a changing real estate market. Are you a consumer that was really frustrated last year when interest rates were extremely low and you made a dozen offers and couldn't get any of them accepted? Maybe we should talk today because the market's not the same as what it was then. Those are hooks. Now you can go into what you have to say at that point. Videos need to do three things. They're looking to educate, entertain, and inspire. Right? So we're going to try to get all of those things done. We're trying to educate somebody. They don't need you if you're going to tell them what they already know. You know, I'm a heavy set, bald, old guy. Right? Nobody really needs me to tell them that. They can see that and they're out of here in 10 seconds. They understand that. You want to make sure that your message, and I say this all, the term I use is, does your marketing match your market? So if I went to a retirement community and I'm talking about first-time home buyers, or I'm talking about getting married, it's probably not going to match the audience. But if I bring in a Medicare specialist, now I'm matching the audience with my message. And I don't have to talk about real estate all the time. I need to educate people all the time on what they want to know about. So even though I may be talking about into a retirement community, if I'm talking about Medicare and I'm talking about the doctors that they're going to see, and I'm talking about how do you get to the doctor's office, and I'm talking about the home health care, that's the right audience for that because they're thinking about that. If I'm talking about, you know, when, not if, but when you need some home health care, when that time comes that you can't care for yourself, I'm talking to the right audience, right? That's something they want to know about. And I can end it up with, oh, by the way, I happen to be the local real estate expert in dealing with seniors and the things that they need to know about in their home, right? So we're talking to the right audience and getting that in there. Wonder what I did. Oh, okay, hit the wrong button. If you hit the right button, it works much better. Your goal with each video, again, instill the following: knowledge, trustworthy, and affable. So again, like I started off with earlier, that people only buy from people they know, like, and trust. If they don't like you, they will not buy no matter what you're selling. You're not going to be able to sell anything. Empathetic. Again, I'm sticking with the seniors, but if you don't have any empathy for what's happening in their world, you're not going to get anywhere with them. What's important to a senior? I mean, I'm not there yet, close, but I know from my parents and my in-laws, what's important to them is they've got doctors all the time. They don't want to spend all their time going to doctors. When are their kids going to come see them? When are their grandkids going to come see them? You know, these are the things that are in their world. Why are they keeping the house that they're in? Probably because it's close to family. So understand those things with whatever your niche is that you're really working in. So what are you trying to create the video for? Again, you're not going to sell the house by creating a video. You're creating lead opportunities. You're building your funnel. There's a lot of places for people to get into a funnel. There are people who fall out of the funnel. So you want to have some sort of a system in place that when somebody gets into that funnel, how are you going to stay in touch with them? Because they're not going to remember you. They're not, I mean, right now I just saw a new stat that came out from NAR, and I don't know whether it's accurate or not, it's NAR, that says people are keeping their houses for 10 years. Used to be 6 years. I don't know whether it's true or not, but I can quote it because it's NAR, right? I mean, they supposedly know what they're doing. If you bought your house from a realtor 10 years ago, do you remember who they are? Not if they didn't stay in touch with you. Now, what our plan is if you, and you can adopt this, call 2 letters of the alphabet of your database or send them a video every week. If you call 2 letters of the alphabet in your database or video every week, that means you're going to talk to them 4 times a year. Just a plan. Now, you may be doing it more than that. You may find other ways of doing that. You may have your newsletter, all these different things. But our bottom line with the video is we're creating leads, we're creating appointments, we're building our, whoops, I did it the wrong thing again. Creating appointment opportunity. We're selling an appointment. We are not selling real estate. We're building our brand. We're growing our audience for future sales. And eventually, the bottom line is to make a sale. Now, can you use your video within the sales process? Of course you can, right? So we have a video that says, thank you for your loan application. Here's the documents that you need. Your loan is approved. Every milestone might have a video. So every milestone that you go through in the sales process, how about if you have a listing presentation and you walk out the door and you make a video? Hey, Gene, I'm glad to see you. We had a great chat. Looking forward to talking to you. And remember, and mention something in there that's personal. Now, the other thing within your database, I'm gonna suggest this all the time. Find out everybody's birth date. Now, when you're finding out everybody's birthday, why are you doing that? Because you're going to send a birthday video. Now, here's the idea with that. You can make a video that says, hey, Mike, I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you have the greatest year ever. I hope you're not doing anything I wouldn't do. Or I can say, hey, hope you're having a happy birthday to you. I hope you're having the greatest year ever. I hope you're not doing anything I wouldn't do. 2 different videos. All I did was take the word Mike out of there. Now, does Mike know if I don't say his name that I didn't record this special for him? No. But I can use that same exact video for my entire database. Now, don't use it for 2 years in a row because they might remember from one year to the next, or for spouses or something along those lines. So I have a variety. But the bottom line is you can make a lot of your videos evergreen. So you make them once, use them over and over again. So all of your process videos can be done as a evergreen. You know, when you get the congratulations, your contract is accepted video, right? You send that out. Or thanks for meeting with me. I really appreciate the opportunity to chat with you. The next step is within the next 24 hours, I'll blah, 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 right? All of these things are showing up within your video, within the videos of what you're doing. So you have all these different types of styles of videos. You've got the talking head video, right? It just takes a picture of me. Nobody wants that one. You've got the newscaster video, right? So you've got yourself on there, and then you've got the green screen, and it puts some sort of a graphic behind you. Maybe it's a picture of the front of the house, right? You just made a listing appointment. Can you imagine going and doing a video in front of that? Don't be creepy, but go do a video in front of the house saying, hey, Perry, I'm really looking forward to chatting with you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. And you're in front of their house, or you've got that on a green screen because you took a picture. Car videos. You're just sitting in the car in line at Chick-fil-A, and you do a quick video saying, man, this weather is crappy today, and I hope you're being safe. Right? It's just being you. It's being real. What we're doing right now is screen share video. You've got voiceover videos. So you can do a video staring at a house or walking through a house, and you're talking about it. Now, you can do that with your AirPods. You can do that with all kinds of different mics. You don't have to spend a huge amount of money to do this. But again, if you're walking through the house, use the gimbal or something along those lines. I can tell you this, I hate videos. I watch videos on some of the major websites, and you get a picture of somebody's bathroom corner or of the toilet or dirty clothes on top of the washing machine. You know, take a few minutes to figure out what's in the video. Funny videos, you know, if you're into that, live action videos. One of the best videos I saw from a realtor last year was a realtor in Anaheim Hills that actually did a video holding his iPhone, going down the slide into the pool in his suit. Right? You talk about, you remember things like that. Now I even remember who the realtor is. Now, do I recommend doing that for everybody? No. But for him, it worked and it's memorable. Some people like to do videos of how to do things, how to fix things up around the house. Right now, you might find, what does that spot in the ceiling mean? Right? That, realtors know that, but the average consumer may or may not know it. Right? So you can do a video of that right now, especially here in Orange County where we got a little bit of bad weather. We don't get that very often. So we've got live action, we've got the do-it-yourself videos, and there's also done-for-you videos, right? So we put out a new video every single week that's geared just for realtors. The down payment myth, negotiation tips that you need to know, 5 steps of buying a house. We give that to you. It's all free. All you have to do is post it. Now you can take and post that in the tool that I told you about before, or there's a lot of other ones. There's Buffer and Hootsuite and Sphere Social and Sendable, Recur Post, all different tools for that. So just to give you a couple ideas, this is a buddy of mine that we kind of laughed at him. So you've got the talking head video and you've got the newscaster video. Neither one of those are real backgrounds, but they're all things you can do with green screens. Car video, calling the listing agent for my pre-approved buyers. Why should a client choose you video? That's again, again, and we'll talk about that. We've got a class coming up called Raving Fans. So we'll talk about that in our Raving Fan class. In a recent survey of home sellers by Qualtrics, we've got all kinds of different methods of doing this. I'm just showing you some different examples here. Are you real or are you just selling? And that's a big, big issue right now. Young realtors, or I guess old ones can do the same thing, but if you've got kids or grandkids, take pictures of them playing football, take pictures of, their team. You don't want to do things that are creepy, but you also, and you may not want to show like this one here that we're showing. You're not really showing anybody's faces, so you don't have to worry about security issues. But, this family apparently likes to play ice hockey. We've got, right now we're going into basketball season. Take pictures of the basketball games. You can take pictures at a concert, different things along those lines. Let people get to know you. If they get to know you, there's a chance they might like you. Chance they won't, but there's a chance they'll relate. Because if you're building your business, one of the things you want to build your business around is people who like the same things you like. Mike's back there and I watch all his car things, right? I don't know squat about, I could barely put gasoline in a car. So it's not my cup of tea, but there's a lot of people that are into cars, right? So you can connect with car people by doing car things along those lines. Why you may want to start a home search today. These are different videos done for you. Again, we've got these available for you. Can give them to you, doesn't cost a thing. All you have to do is ask. That's all it costs. So various types of videos to make, because everyone says, well, I don't know what I'm going to make my video on. Well, the first one is educational videos. You can make a whole series of educational videos. If you've been in the business more than 10 minutes, you've had people ask you questions. Every time somebody asks you a question, write it down. Because the likelihood is, if I ask Perry, what's the difference between the usable square footage and the square footage of a home or the lot size? There may be somebody else that wants to know the same thing. Right now, we just finished a series on, or a show I did on how to three tools to maximize the sales and net price of your house. So I cut that out, I set it up, and it's called rsrmaxsales.com, rsrmaxsales.com. And I've set that video right in there so somebody can go to that and look at it and see 3 different. Now, I'm not a realtor. I have a license. I'm not qualified to use it, but I'm a numbers guy. So I talk to people about maximizing the dollars, because I know that a lot of people are concerned about how much money they get in their pocket when they sell their house. Testimonials. You can have a written testimonial, or you can have a video testimonial. Which do you think is better? I can write a testimonial and put Perry's name on the bottom of it, but I can't do a video with Perry's face telling me how good I am, right? I can, if you get an appointment with somebody, especially millennials, and they're 43% of the new home purchases, right? If you get a listing or an appointment with them, I will guarantee you the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to check you out on online. What is your online presence? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Instagram? Are you on TikTok? I don't know how long TikTok will be here, but are you where they're going? Right? Again, you have to meet your audience where they are. Market updates. We do a market update every day, 4 days a week at least. Right? It's for our audience. Now, a lot of people don't want to know what the market's doing every day. They don't need to know what the market's doing update. It's something that we do. Personal one-to-one videos, right? You can do all that kind of just listed videos, right? Why would you have a just listed video, right? You're marketing to an area saying, you know, something, I just listed this house. It's 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. We listed it at about $10,000 below the last sale. Maybe Perry could do that for me too, right? I don't know. Community videos, what's happening in the community? I've got all kinds of Facebook groups. I've got one group, Orange County Buzz, got 18,000 members of it. Doesn't happen overnight, but I can put up information about local businesses. Think about this concept. Go into a video at your favorite coffee house, not Starbucks, but your favorite coffee house or restaurant or dry cleaner or any service provider, small businesses, and talk to them about doing a video. You want to talk to them about, you know, how did they get into the industry? How did they choose that industry? What's made them the success they are today? Then you share that video and tag them in it. Now, what's going to end up happening when you do that, you're going to end up getting all of their friends, family, and coworkers are going to see that because you've tagged them in it. Property tours. You can do the property tour and also on the single property, we give you out free single property websites. You can send a professional one to us, but you do the personal one. What do you like about the house? What don't you like about the house? Well, you're not going to talk about that, but, you know, highlight the really exciting parts of a property. Exceptionally large bathroom. For that way, my wife and I don't trip over each other. Or we've got a walk-in closet that I don't get to use and my wife gets all of it. But over here is the shack that I get to put my stuff into. Funny videos, you can do those. Video ads, again, all types of things that you're able to do. Consumer videos, let's talk about those a little bit. Make it educational, make videos that set you up as the expert in the market. Again, when you're doing this part of it, you're just setting yourself up that, hey, I know more than the next guy without saying I know more than the next guy, right? I'll tell people because I'm not a realtor, I can say, you know something, if you go to your mom's best friend's dog watcher's husband, who has done one transaction in the whole life, in a market that's changing the way this market is, you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and you're not getting good advice. Now, I can say that because I'm not a realtor, but realtors can find a way of saying, hey, you know something? I've helped over 1,000 families. One of the things you might want to add, this is a great one right now, especially in this market, especially for realtors. I would be doing this in a heartbeat, is here's 5 things you need to ask a realtor before engaging them or retaining them. They're working for you, regardless of who's paying the bill. They're listing, it's coming out of your pocket. If you're buying, you're paying the seller, so it's still coming out of your pocket. Ask the realtor, how many transactions have you done in the last 6 months? How many transactions have you done in the last 12 months? If you're looking at listings, what's your average days on market? Or you can really do a test. What's your DOM? Because an experienced realtor is going to know that answer. An inexperienced realtor is not going to even know what DOM is. Right? And that's going to be helping you set yourself apart from the inexperienced person. So you can give this information out in an educational standpoint and pretty much set up your competition to fail without saying a word, right? So you're basically saying, now, how many reverse mortgages have you done? Right? If somebody's looking at doing reverse mortgages and they're talking to somebody that's never done one, or they're talking to somebody that's done a bunch of them, when's the last time you closed one? Now, if you are new, leverage your team. My team has done dozens of reverse mortgages. My partners and I have closed a dozen houses in the last 6 months, right? So leverage that if you don't have but you're setting this all up so that you're the expert when it comes to these different issues. Again, you can turn the PDFs into a video. Don't read it. Just take a sampling. And if you're doing something like that, 8 important questions to ask your agent. Bullet point them. If you don't, memorize it. Do some homework. Don't just go out there and think that you're just going to put some, especially some of them that are going to be evergreen, that they're going to be staying for a while, because people are going to find them. Once it gets posted, it's there for life. Have someone interview you on a topic or a report. Second party interview, social proof. So we do that on radio all the time. Is we'll talk to people about how did you get to where you are? Right? What makes you different? Why are you different? If I tell somebody I like Mike, it's going to be a lot more powerful than Mike saying I like Mike, right? Because Mike's supposed to say he likes Mike. To me, it's a whole different story. So have your questions, interview questions ready if that's where you're going to with on an interview type of a process. Oops. Make videos that go out during the process to the clients. Again, we talked about that. An intro video to every new buyer lead, an intro video to every new seller lead. Again, you can either do them personal or generic. BombBomb is a good tool for that. Dub is a good tool for that, where you can make videos right from your phone and send them, and you can actually see if somebody's opened them. You can have a congratulations that your contract was accepted video. Home inspection video. Final walkthrough video. One of the best ones always is when you're handing somebody their keys, right? That's a great video to always do, especially, you have to obviously get their permission. So process videos, there's all kinds of them out there. You can go to our YouTube channel, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on your YouTube. We've done all kinds of them. We talked about the testimonials. We've talked about recording the videos, build valuable social proof. You can, again, cut clips out of these types of things all the time. Talked a little bit about the market update videos. Might not be your scenario. You might want to talk about one of the things for realtors, and we give this away also. You can, Altos Research is a great resource for telling what's happening in the market. So if you want to know 92807, it's rsrlistana.com, rsrlistana.com. So you can go there and it's going to give you stats for Anaheim. You can then, once you get that, you can put in any zip code in the country, and it's going to tell you what the median home price is, what prices are coming on the market at. Important stats. How long are the average homes on the market in that area? How many homes have taken a price reduction in the area? Right? These are all different things that you need to know. So you can talk about what's going on in your specific market where you're working. Some examples of some one-to-one videos, birthdays, lifestyle events. You can do the anniversary of when somebody's contract closed. Think about this. You've got videos and emails that you can send out that can keep you in touch with people. So you've got a birthday email. You've got if you know their wedding anniversary, you can do that. Spouse's birthday, kids' birthdays. But what about the anniversary of when they bought their house? So you can do that as well. One of the things that we're doing right now is at the first in January every year, we go through and we send out the closing documents for every transaction we did last year. Because half the people that lost them. They got a big envelope from escrow while they were in the process of moving, and they have no clue where that is right now, and their tax person's going to be asking them for it. So if you send that out right now, hey, Perry, watch your email, or here's a link to a document where we've got your closing statement from last year. Your tax person is going to want it. And oh, by the way, the password on it is going to be your zip code and the last 4 digits of your social security number, right? Or the last 5 digits of your social security number, whatever. We want to do something that's not going to be easily identified so that it doesn't get stolen. And you're not sending out really high level confidential information, but you do want to send some of those. And I would do it, to me, the way I would do it is with a Dropbox link that can expire, right? So you want to make sure that, thank you. Again, holiday videos, ironic enough, when I sent out a Happy New Year video, sent out a lot of those. And sometimes the emails and holiday videos, I get more opt-outs from those than anything else I send out. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. Generation referrals by wowing clients. Generate referrals by wowing clients. The better you do, the easier it is for you to ask. When's the best time to ask for the referral? No. While you're in the transaction. You know why? Because they're going to take your call every time. You want to ask for the referral while you're in the trend. Now it's good after your close also, but while you're in the transaction, you've got they already know and like you. They want you to make sure you get the job done. But if you're asking for them for a referral while you're in the midst of a transaction, that's actually the best time to ask for a referral. So again, Co-Video and BombBomb, those are the easy ones to make on the handheld videos that you're going to email out. Community videos, let's take a look at some of those. So what are you doing there? Homes filmed are show ready. Make sure that it is, you've done a walkthrough ahead of time. Don't do it spontaneous. Show off the community as well. Because once you've got a house under contract as far as listed, what are you doing the open house for? 2 reasons. One is you need to sell it because you don't get paid for listing. You get paid once it's sold, right? You have a better chance of getting paid if you have a listing, but if it expires, you don't get paid. So you want to get it listed, but you also want to get another one. And I've found, again, I'm not a realtor. I've just been around for 60 years. Is that in a lot of neighborhoods, it's monkey see, monkey do. One person puts their house up for sale, and all of a sudden you've got 5 or 6 other people or 3 other people that decide they want to sell theirs too. If you've got the strategy for getting that most money in the market, you think you got a better or worse chance of getting the other people to list. But you don't have any chance if you're a secret agent. Definition of a secret agent, nobody knows who you are. So again, show off the community, optimize it on YouTube. It's a great way to outrank. Zillow and Trulia cannot compete with Perry Local, right? They're doing everything from a 30,000 foot level. I even wonder sometimes, because I've done a bunch of stuff out in the Coachella Valley where golf courses are very, very popular. Does Zillow know if you're on the right side or the wrong side of the golf course? And I don't know which is right or which is wrong, but I know the realtors do. Right? I know you want to be on the left side of the fairway or the right side. I don't know. But people that focus on that, they know that. And you can optimize for that. And these other search tools, they don't. Video ads. Again, most important part is the hook. Get people to watch it. The story, the background of the offer itself are all the things that you want to get in there. So the hook, are you a real estate agent looking to maximize your sales this year? Well, if you're a realtor, you're going to say yes. And if you have half a brain, you want to maximize your sales. So now they're going to want to know, okay, what's his Yahoo got to say? Now, I may not keep them very long, but that's how I'm going to get them started, at least to have something to say. Keep the videos short, let people know your knowledge, and always have the call to action. Let's get together and chat. When can we talk? Let's set an appointment. Here's go to bookrs15.com and get on my calendar. And set a realistic expectation. So mine is bookrs15.com. Why is that? Just asking for 15 minutes of your time. and honor the person's time if you're going to do that. So again, call to action is one of the things that many, many people forget. The big gorilla in the room is always YouTube. Number one search engine. Now I think they're number one search engine. I think they passed Google, even though Google owns them. And there's a lot of people that are like me. If I want instructions on something, I'm Googling for I'm YouTubing for a video, or I'm going to Google for a video. If I go to Google for a video, where's it going to take me? YouTube. If I go to YouTube for a search, where's it going to take me? YouTube, right? Because they don't really care about me getting the information I want. What they really care about is the ad that's on the right side, because that's who's paying the bill. So YouTube, number one search destination for home shoppers. Searchers related to how-to on YouTube, 70% year on year. Videos up to 2 minutes long get the most engagement. We've got a very, very short attention span in this country. And it's getting shorter, right? Because YouTube's now come up with shorts. So if 2 minutes is too long, now you can even go to shorts because that's even shorter. So let's talk about some ideas for you. And remember, share from YouTube to your other social platforms. That way YouTube sees that you're getting more activity, and the more activity you get, the more YouTube says, Perry's relevant. I'm going to show more of Perry's stuff. So you can actually compile answers to the frequently, when I have people come on my radio show, one of the key things I ask them to do is send me the most frequently asked questions you get. So I don't know their business all the time. So if we just answer that, and there's answers.com, I think is another tool, answers.com. You can go there and put in there homes on, what do I need to know about homes on golf courses? And it'll tell you, it'll give you like 100 different things that people are searching for. If you do a video on what people are searching for and use the hook of what they're searching for, Google says, Mindy's looking for homes on golf courses. Ron just put up a video local on homes for golf courses. I think I'm going to show Mindy Ron's video, right? So that's how they're finding those things. Do a video blog of real estate events, rates, advice, all of those things you can do on YouTube. Some of the perks of YouTube, obviously, they've got all kinds of analytics. They know what they're doing because they're owned by Google, the biggest search engine out there. It's evergreen, so people can get to it over and over again. They can share it to their friends and family. If you've got a lot of videos on there, people say, Perry's been doing this for a long time. He must know what he's doing. I think I'm going to talk to Perry. Then he's got to prove that he knows what he's doing. You can build a list of subscribers. Showcase videos with a library of videos. You can have process videos. You can have movers videos. You can have all kinds of different videos on there. And you're going to make sure you want to get the keywords. Again, answers.com gives you a lot of that stuff as far as keywords in the videos. You're going to get the detailed description of the video. Put your phone number in there. I mean, if you're going to, again, don't be a secret agent. If I've got to search, I get lists of realtors that are doing business. And sometimes I have to go to 5 different places to find their phone number. Do you think a consumer is going to go to 5 places? If I say, you know something, Mindy's the best realtor in this neighborhood, and I have to go to 5 places to find Mindy, I'm not going past 1, right? So make sure you've got that linked to your website. Maybe some people I see have them linked to their LinkedIn, or they'll go to their Facebook page. Some people aren't even using Facebook, so be aware. A lot of people are getting away from social media. Right now, we're talking about video, but there are those people that are saying, you know something, I'm tired of it. Or millennials. I know some millennials that don't even have Facebook. They went straight to Instagram, and now they're on TikTok, right? So make sure that you've got a way for people to reach you in other medium where they're at. Best practices. Demonstrate your knowledge. Again, optimize with the keywords, keep the videos short. YouTube also has something called shorts. Seems to me that YouTube's really creative with their names, aren't they? So if you can guess what YouTube shorts are, they're under 60 seconds, they last forever, and they're indexed again for SEO on their channel. I mentioned this before. 85% of videos are watched without sound. So you might want to, YouTube is going to put on their closed captions, whether you do it or not. So you might want to look at them just to make sure that they've closed captioned it correctly. Again, I told you about CapCut earlier. It's one of the tools that you can use, the free tool for video editing, and it can put on captions for you, video subtitles. It's all right there. Revcom is at rev.com. This is a tool that'll actually take your video and transcribe it. Now, I'm a little lazy, so I use a service called otter.ai. And I can actually take otter.ai, hold my phone next to my computer, play the video, and it transcribes it for me. So I can actually take Perry's video, play it on otter.ai, and then do a video myself, and nobody knows that I got it from Perry. Just throw that out there. Okay, live video. Just a few stats from Facebook. So over 500 million people are watching video on Facebook every day. 500 million. Native videos on Facebook have 10 times higher reach compared to YouTube links. So you may want to just share it directly. Facebook videos receive 135% more organic reach on average than a photo. So you may want to look at this. So if you have a graphic that you want to share, go to Canva, put the graphic into Canva, and they've got a free version and they've got a paid version. I think the paid version is like $10 a month, something like that. So go to Canva, put it in there and hit animate. And with the push of a button, it animates the video. And now you've got a 10-second video. If you have a 10-second video, can you put it on Shorts? Yeah. You put it on TikTok? Can you put it on Facebook? And one of the tricks here, one of the things that all these analytics look at is how long did people stay on your video? Not in seconds, but in percentage. So if I do an hour-long video and somebody stays on there for 5 minutes, let's do 6 minutes because it's easy math. I've got a 10% view rate. If I do a 10-second video and somebody watches it, the whole thing, I got 100% in their analytics. So which one is better? Right? So just be aware of the way, understanding the algorithms helps also. So live topics for short. Who pays what? Top questions to ask your lender. Live walkthrough of the neighborhood. How to make the most of an open house. Right? So these are all things that you can do in under a minute. Or should be able to. Best practices, have a clear purpose. Be consistent. If you do a video once every 6 weeks, don't do it. You're just wasting time. So what I recommend is time block. Now, I know a lot of people that recommend, as we do, 9 to 11 a.m. every day is phone calls. I think it's also a Tom Ferry thing. You might have copied me, maybe. No, I guess not. But make your phone calls 9 to 11 every day. Maybe every Monday you're going to spend from 1 to 2 doing videos. And then you post them throughout the week on a regular basis. Being consistent is a key right here. Use live video to make more videos. Again, that has to do with the clips. Use your videos for more content, cutting clips out of them, generate videos, lots of videos this way. So you can get, like my radio show gives me 5 videos every day. Where do you want to put the videos? Everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Right? You're going to put them all over the place. TikTok has a feature on there that you can even put, if you're not talking in them, that you can do viral music. And I find that if I put viral music in the background, sometimes I'll have like 70 or 80 views within seconds of putting it up. Promoting. You can promote on all the different platforms. That's what they're in business for. So you can create a promotion everywhere, promoting them on your social channels. Remember, if you're doing a business to business, it's not going to be as much of the restrictions. So Facebook got in trouble for what they call redlining. They were saying that I only want to show my material to a specific audience. They said, well, you're discriminating. Well, in some instances I was, right? Because I don't want to show reverse mortgage information to 20-year-olds. Not really a good thing. Or trying to sell real estate information to 10-year-olds. They can't get in a contract. So yeah, we were doing that. But if you're doing a realtor to realtor or realtor to CPA, that's not part of that. And if you, they'll click you out saying, hey, this is a special category, ask them immediately for a review and they'll approve you. 30-day social plan, have it ready. So post one video a day, every day for 30. Grant Cardone says, I think says do 500 videos a week. Well, part of that has to do with you're sending one video out to 100 people, right? So you can end up doing that. Post one video a day, post every day, post for 30 days. And again, share it to all the different platforms. You're going to get a lot better success that way. Again, you're going to go to your personal page, your business page, groups, stories, reels, everything. One of the things on the stories, though, you got to remember is those are only going to last for 24 hours. So just be aware of that. And again, if it's stories on Facebook, it has to be 26 seconds or less. So you can upload multiple clips, right? So I've got a video that's 2 minutes. So I'm going to do, is that 5 clips, 6 clips, something like that. So we can do all of that. Reels, they last forever. They can be videos, 15, 30, 60 seconds. Upload again, one after another. Instagram Reels are up to 90 seconds. Whoops, I went too fast. Stories can be up to 15 seconds. If longer, they go into multiple clips, and photos appear for 7 seconds. TikTok, up to 10 minutes if you post it as a story. Again, 15, 60, or 3 minutes. Sometimes 3 minutes seems like an awful long time. LinkedIn, yes, LinkedIn does do videos. So you can create your own thumbnail, make sure that you've got it on there. And right there is the link of where you put your videos. Again, some of the aggregators, like the one I use, it's $99 a month. I don't get paid for it. I just like it. It's the best one I've seen so far. You just put the video in there and they know what to do and they post it for you when you want. If you want that information, let us know. Twitter. I just went back on Twitter again. Can be any length. Can upload the pictures directly. All kinds of good stuff on Twitter. Put videos on Twitter. Google My Business. That's another one. You've got to make sure you're there. Google My Business. It's Google. So you can upload videos, pictures. You can make posts, all of that on Google My Business page. We've got a whole class on Google My Business. Pinterest. Yes, Pinterest is still out there. Let's see what we've got. You can do videos, pictures. You get the videos. I think you have to have a business account for that. And you can do backlinks for SEO to your website as well. Other promotional steps, always post them to your website. You can email to your database and use SEO strategies as much as possible. You always want to keep that SEO in mind. If you're giving these channels what they want, they might give you what you want. So post to your website, share on social media, optimize, and remember your call to action. That's just a few of the bottom lines there. Quick start. Pick a subject. Choose a platform. Start with your phone and good lighting. Choose your editing software. Record the video. It's pretty simple. Edit it and promote it. Do these 5 things with your voice for a successful video. So I talk about this all the time. People, if you're monotone, people get bored. When you're on your video, if you're doing a video, depending upon your platform, if you totally shut up, think about what happens in your car when your radio goes dead silent. You look down and say, what happened? Or if somebody starts yelling, Mindy just woke up. Sorry about that. Right? So Cassidy woke up. So sorry, I didn't mean to put you guys to sleep, but vary your speech. If you're yelling, people will notice. Get a melody in there, get a rhythm in there, bring energy. Don't be monotone. Don't be boring. If you just keep on talking in a monotone voice, people will get rid of you. Again, pregnant pauses where you just stop and people wonder what's going on. You're ready to turn video into conversions, leads, and revenue. And as always, we hope you'll connect with us on all of the social channels. Anybody have any questions? Hopefully Josh is, I didn't put Josh to sleep, so he'll probably tell me if there's any questions out there.
No questions on my end from the chat. Chat, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box and we will get to them.
And as always, if you have any friends, family, or coworkers looking to buy, sell, or borrow on real estate, can we count on you to introduce us? And I will share with you that I am not a paid public speaker. We do this in order to earn your lending business. So if we can, our easy way to interview for lending business is if you'll send us your next 3 buyer leads, we'll show you exactly what we can do, how we do it, and see if we can help you convert and grow your business with our warm referral program.